Hey everyone, welcome back to my latest 11k hero trapping video. Today I'll be going over some of the reports from a massive rally party that was taken on this account. It was another Emperor rally party taken against LH. It's kind of a theme going on, but this was the second one I didn't go over in the previous video. If you didn't see the previous Emperor rally party that this account took, I will leave it in the comments down below. Go check that out. Then you can come back to this one and watch this one. This is kind of part one of part two, but the part two I actually had a video for. This one I didn't actually get any clips. I kind of looked over YouTube. No one actually had the clips. I was asking around. No one recorded it, so we're just going to go over the reports today, but they're pretty awesome since they are from Emperor accounts and all of that. You can see the setup on the wall currently as two 11k heroes and some army attack heroes with a free-to-play hero. It does have some pay-to-play army attack heroes in here as well, which are technically better, but it's better for baiting if you have a free-to-play hero than a pay-to-play hero on your wall. There's also a third 11k hero down here at green. I don't think the owner is going to be getting that anytime soon, so you might not, probably won't get to see the triple 11k hero trap anytime soon, but you never know. And I think this account is getting kind of high in kills, so the owner was thinking of making a new account, but hasn't decided on that either, so going back and forth on that. So anyways, we'll get into the actual reports and stuff like that. You can see I do have the non Pack 5 familiars on the wall currently. The reason for that is the account has quite a few troops right now, and the Pack 5 familiars would not be triggering on pretty much any rally unless you're getting full countered by, let's say, LH Matty or something like that. That would be the only way. Even then, I'm not even sure if they'd get triggered at this point, but that's just what the current comp it's running. It is a little bit bigger right now. When it's smaller, you can put those on the wall, but currently not. So anyways, let's go through all the reports on the account. Check them out. Currently, we saw all the 71 ones last time, so all these runs from 71. That was the first rally party that happened. That was with the current Emperor. That was W9GAM, and LH Matty was also in that rally party. Again, that video is in the comment down below. Go check that one out. This was LH Matty's hit on him. I did counter LH Matty in this one, so only 1.3 billion to that. But in the second one, there were some bigger hits because I think LH Matty did counter him. That was a test, I'm pretty sure, but we'll go through all the reports from 724. And again, I could not find any video from this, so we're just going to get reports. There was also a mini little rally taken before that, so we'll go through this. This was actually when the account was leaderless, so if you're wondering why the damage is so high, that's because the account didn't have its leader. So you can see here, no leader on the defense here. It was only 1.5 million. It was a full count, or we full countered, sorry, the account full countered. I'm going to move my face a little bit smaller here so you can see the reports better. I'm not sure if this 200k cab was meant or not, so maybe they wanted to send some extra fodder, send a 200k cav march. It was a range blast, took in infantry 613 to the front line. That's what happens when you have full counter research done. Even without your leader, you're doing pretty well, and 972k to the back line. The only issue would be if they actually got a walk back from that, which they did not, because again, it had enough troops and enough counter research and base stats to take it. We'll go on to the next one. It was a second rally, same thing, no leader, a little bit more damage this time. Let's see what they sent. They sent Cav, didn't send any extra stuff that time, but you can see I'm not sure what the split was, but it was probably around, again, 600k to the front line, close to 1 million to the back line from the Pack 5 familiars. Those were the leaders from that. And then LH Matty came in. So LH Matty hit him leaderless, if you guys are wondering. I think he was trying to get a walk back because he sent an interesting rally. It was a like 802 rally. So I think since he was leaderless here, I think he was hoping he would be able to get a walk back with this rally. But with this rally, he did 2.5 million. Again, LH Matty, if you guys don't know, full Emperor account, all that stuff. Obviously running double 11k heroes in his blast. We can actually just take a look at the account currently. I think he's a little bit smaller than he was. Nope, never mind. He's still 31 billion might. You can see he is running 4 Emperor pieces right now, but I'm pretty sure he has a 5th. He's just running his Mythic Champ 12 boots currently in his current setup. And then you can see his 12 accessories. He has, what is he, 971 on his levels, 651 on the Artifact stars, and obviously max castle stars, because obviously it's a max account pretty much. So anyway, so that was the first little party. Again, you can't see our face because changed the name since then, but with this comp was still running the Pack 5 familiars, but has changed that with the current comp. And you can see no leader on the wall, so Zero was running a what's Chronicler on the wall, which is probably not the best hero to have on your wall. It doesn't really give you any stats. All the stats are in the counter research that it gives you, so it does give obviously the squad attack, but no other stats. But that's because the leader was gone, and this ended up on the wall because of that. So that was taking a leaderless a rally leaderless from LH Matty, and then we get into the rally party after that. So here comes the rally party. Where does it start? It starts actually with Blgym. I'm not sure how to say that name, so I guess I could just call it Blgym. I tried to actually make it a name, Blgym. Blgym. Anyways, apparently it's a girl, because I got what's called corrected in the comment section below in the previous video. So I was calling this account he. Apparently it's she. You can correct me if I'm wrong. Again, I don't know the genders of someone's account. Sorry, I can't tell that by the actual account. So if I ever call you a he and you're a she, I'm sorry about that. But this was the starting of the rally party. You can see this all at the same time. They all hit, and all the way up to, this was mistimed with that one, but all these ones hit at the same time. So we'll go through all these first. This was from BLGY. If you don't know who this is, again, full Emperor account, max Emperor. There's no Emperor accessories, but accessories are all at 12. Let's see, how many levels on this? 1,001, so even more than Matty. That's the wow, I didn't even know you could have 1,001 levels. But this account does have 1,001, 656 on the Castle Stars, 129 Blessed. And then obviously, Artifact Stars, Castle Stars, 160, which is the max. Currently, 26 billion might. I'm not sure what the might was when hit, but it was probably around 30 billion, because I think last time I checked it was 30 billion. Anyway, so this was the first attack in the rally party. So this was taken in range wedge. So let's see what they actually sent. Looks like infantry. So this was a full counter. Did use the rabbit. So did use the bunny, got the leader back from that. Not a lot of tier 5. From what I've seen bigger tier 5 rallies, but a billion tier 5 is still quite a bit. Did full counter, but thankfully range wedge does reduce the damage taken from a rally. So, from an infantry rally. You will take a little bit more damage from range, just because your infantry. Well, I can show you why. Because people are always confused why this is, but I'm not sure why. So if you take a look at range wedge, it throws your infantry way in the back here. So it takes a long time for your infantry to run up to the front when the battle starts. So that's why if you were to take a range blast into this formation, it's not very good. It's better to have your infantry up here, because they are very slow. Cav are much faster, so it takes a lot less time for them to run up. Infantry are very slow, takes them quite a while, so it's good to have them in the second row rather than the back row. So that's the reason why range does more damage to range wedge. Just a little information where obviously having your cav up front here, then in your cav and back does better against the infantry, because the cav started hitting the infantry much faster than they would if they were in the back. Even though they are faster, it's still much less time for them to run up and do it. That's why you take less damage from an infantry in range wedge, but you take more damage from a range blast in range wedge. So keep that in mind if you're ever trapping or taking hits. That is the reason for that. So going back over here, it was 3.5 million. Don't know the split. Probably 2 point something from the actual hit, and then about $1 million from the Pack 5 Familiars, if I had to guess. So let's go into the second one in the first rally. This was from LH1 Duo. Pretty good rally lead again, 440 stars, 28 levels, so quite good. You can see does have maxed tempered gear as well. Just missing one on here. Again, it's got 12 and everything but this one. 160 castle stars, so pretty much a max count minus Emperor, but not really max because he doesn't have max stars. So close to a maxed account, I would say. Still really, really good rally lead. Probably don't want to get hit by them. Normally did 1.1 million. Again, our 11 key hero trap was in the real gear. I don't know if I've showed you the gear, so let's show you the gear quickly just so you know what I'm talking about. So if you put on the real gear, this is the real gear. It is pretty much full mythic champ with 12 on tempering on the gloves. Again, the gloves are probably better than mythic champ in the same spot, especially at level 12. They give a ton of HP. I think it's 50% because it has a champion jewel. And again, there's full gold champion jewels in this gear. It's also full gold champions in the fake gear as well, if you guys are wondering. So anyways, let's get back to those reports. Take a look at them. Let's go back. Where was it? Duo, 1.1 million. You can see Cav into the range. Again, can't really see because range is still currently the biggest squad, but it's probably like 200k, 800k if I had to guess on their, sorry, maybe 300k, 800k if I had to guess on the actual damage. Again, I don't actually know because I can't figure that out. So next one was Rick, C17. Might have went range because he's still in his range here, but I'm not sure. So it looks like 2 million damage. No, it was infantry. So it was a full counter into the range here. 1.6 million to the front line from the actual attack and only 441 to the back line. Again, Rick isn't the strongest and only had around 700k tier 5. So let's go on to the next one. It was LH5 Roger. Let's check out his gear. A little bit better on the gear here. You can see he does have Mythic Champ Temper on here as well. 509 levels, so pretty good. Pretty good levels there. 278 stars, 143 castle stars. So getting close to that maxed account sort of kind of status. Probably 1100% blasts. I'm just guessing at this point. I don't actually know what it is. 2.7 million. Again, went infantry as well. So another full counter. Not doing too well on this rally party. Getting full countered by a lot. A lot of people went infantry on the first round here. So that was unfortunate considering he was in range wedge. I'm not sure if they test him in range wedge too, so maybe that's why they went so many. But 1.1 million tier 5, 1.1 million tier 4, 2 million to front line, 670k to the back line, so much stronger than the previous lead. Obviously not as strong as some of the other ones, but really, really strong account. Or sorry, not as strong as the full Emperor that did way more. Anyways, so M44 Yululu, I don't know how to say his name. Let's check out his gear. 266 stars, 445 levels. Really good lead as well. 87 castle stars, so not quite on the same tier level as the other guys, but he's above like where Rick is, sort of thing. For strength, 2.8 million. Apparently they all went infantry in this. So I don't know if the count was just baiting in range and stayed in range and took all of them, or what was going on, but seems like they literally all went infantry in this first round. So pretty much got full counter on every single one. And let's check the next one. KDA Lin. This was still in the same one. You see, another pretty much maxed starred account. Not max account, but max starred. Let's see this. 538 levels, really good. 343 stars. And then tempering on all his mythic champ there. So really, really strong account. Again, pretty high tiered. 1 million damage. He went cav, so he was the one unlucky person that didn't go infantry. Did 3. Actually, there was another guy. Sorry, there was another guy, but 303k to the front line. You can see that's about what I was saying. 755 to the back line. So that was the split in damage there. But it doesn't look like anyone went range in this first one. So sitting in range wedge would have been really nice for this first round of parties. But again, it's really hard when you have like this many and they're like all next to you, just all coming in at the same time. It's hard to check them all in time. Then this one was not timed. This was at 9:02. The other ones all hit at 9 minutes. So let's take a look here. This was obviously full countered. This guy must not be very strong. Actually, he's not too bad. He's got 487 levels, only 39 castle stars. So again, below the tier of the max kind of star guys, but still a good rally lead. Like if you were to get taken hit by this is obviously a good rally lead, but just not a top tier rally lead, because again, a lot of these LH rally parties have all top tier guys, and you kind of get very skewed on the damages and stuff what you would normally take from a normal rally lead. So keep in mind there was Pack 5 familiars in this attack here. Did, what was it? It was Cav, so it did 232 to the front and 327k to the back line. Must have got taken out very, very quickly because the Pack 5s didn't do very much. And he does have... Oh, he only has a single Pack 5. Ooh. So he only has a single Pack 5 in there. That is also why the damage was so much lower. This would have been pretty much double the 327 if you had the second Pack 5. Would have did another 300k. So it was basically losing 300k damage from not having that second Pack 5. Not that it really would have did much. Would have did 800k, maybe 900k instead of 550. So anyways, let's get on to the next round of rallies. So this is the next one coming up. I believe this is the first one from Momo Mama. That was the next rally lead. Let's take a look here. Another really good account, 130 stars. 313 artifact stars with 519 levels, a bunch of mythic or tempered mythic champ in the gear as well. Did 891, so this was a actual range attack and had switched to infantry since the back line of range had been taken out. Good thing didn't go to Cav because that would have hurt. So 891 to the front line. You can see does have no 11k heroes in there, but Pack 5 familiars. I didn't even check the other guys if they had 11k heroes in their attacks, but I'm not going to go back and check them right now. This video will be way too long. So anyways, next person was Moon YL, another good rally lead. 430 levels, 310 stars, 92 castle stars, mythic tempered champ. Not quite as strong as some of them, but still quite strong. 1.6 million. That was infantry on infantry. So if you want to see what an infantry on infantry will do to this account, that's what you'll be seeing. 931 to the front line. That's how much damage the infantry did to the front line. And then the Pack 5 familiar is hitting for 677. You can see it does have the rabbit here. So they did get some of their leaders back as well. KDA Uzi was the next one. So lower on the artifact stars and stuff. High on the castle stars, so this might have been a maxed count at one point, but hasn't put as much money since artifacts came out, because you can see there is still quite a bit of tempered on the mythic champ. 11k hero, this was max stars at one point, so maybe just less money has been spent since the artifacts came out, but still really good account. 3.2 million, so it was a black wing. Not that it really matters at this point, because you're not really black winging anything. That just all goes to the Sanctuary, probably, because I don't think he had any he wasn't really healing in this rally party, so he didn't have any what's called infirmary space anyways. So the Blackwing is pretty much useless, since none of these troops would have went to the Sanctuary, or his infirmaries. They all go to the Sanctuary, so that Blackwing was just 100% wasted at that point. So keep in mind, if you are all timing your attacks at the same time and you are not really the first one to hit, probably don't send in that Blackwing. It's literally going to do nothing. So that's just my 2 cents on the matter. So wasting a Blackwing on that. It was Cav into the infantry, so full counter, 2.4, almost 2.5 million to the front line, 700k with the Pack 5 familiars. This guy has quite strong gear, does have the double 11k heroes in his blast, so really good account as well. So let's go on to the next one. M44 King Shah was the next leader. Unfortunately, we can't get his gear on that one because he has changed his name since this rally party has hit. He's down to about 38 million troops right now, 981k to the front line. It looks like range. So again, good thing he went infantry on this one. Too bad he didn't go cav on the last one and then infantry on this one. Would have did a lot better than the previous, or would have took a lot less losses. But again, Sanctuary saves like 60%, so it's not too bad. So Again, let's actually just take a look at his wall, see if there's no 11k heroes, but again, pack 5 familiar, so can't tell how strong that guy was. Sugar Maple here came in next. Let's check out Sugar Maple. So Sugar Maple has 395 levels, 126 stars, 57 castle stars, mythic champ and stuff, not as much tempering, so this is a good rally lead, just not a top tier rally lead. So let's take a look at the damage. 800k was range into the infantry, so a lot more range ones this one. So they decided to go mostly range. Maybe they thought he was going to switch to cav after the first one, but he switched to infantry instead. So they're losing quite a bit, or they're not doing quite as much damage as the first round because there wasn't quite as many counters taken. So anyways, let's go on to LH. This is 100 Cuckoo 000. Let's take a look at his gear. 526 levels, 307 stars, tempered mythic champ as well, 150 castle stars, so getting up there close to max castle stars as well. So really good top tier account. Again, doing 1 million damage on here. Again, I see all these hits and looking at my rally trap, I'm like, I wish I took this little damage on these things, because when I full counter one of these accounts, I'm taking like 1.6, 1.8 mil still. So I'm just like, dang it, when I'm seeing like 1 million damage. Also, I mean, I don't have full counter research done on my my rally trap, but this one does take so much less. 289 to the front line, 714 the back line. Obviously, the gear is also better on this account with the 11k heroes and all that stuff. But anyways, only 1 million damage on that one. Here's Vineyard Knox. Let's take a look at that account. 69 castle stars, 149 artifact stars, and 348 levels. Don't know what the gear is because they are in their research here currently. 11k hero though, so let's take a look at this. 1.1 million damage. This was infantry on infantry. Infantry and cav. So I guess, was this not timed well with the other one? Or what's going on here? Oh, this wasn't timed, that's why. Okay, I was wondering, it was like, it came in late, so it looks like LHO is just coming in late here. I'm not sure what's going on, but did get the full counter off there. Infantry, 1.3 million tier 5s, quite a bit. 1.1 million to the cav there. You can see, he's single 11k hero. This guy isn't quite as strong, but since he does have the 11k hero, he does have some extra stats in there. So cav foul, I would go cav wedge, just personally. Cav wedge is just better against infantry. Probably would have taken a little less damage because he would have did a little more damage from the again. We'll just go over that quickly just because people always are confused why. Where is it? Sorry, I don't know what I'm doing, moving my face. So just go through Cav's formations currently. You can see infantry way in the back. You know, infantry slow, so that infantry is not doing much damage throughout the battle because it takes a long time for them to run and actually do damage. Cav wedge, infantry's at the front, runs quicker, Cav's still there, so it's totally fine. Ranges in the back, and ranges always doing damage because it's a range attack, so it's just a better formation. If you're ever taking a cav blast or a infantry blast, go cav wedge. If it's range, go cav wedge. Just it's just better against all of them pretty much. So if you have a really small comp, maybe go cav foul if you're worried about a cav blast getting through your cav into your back line. But if you have a big comp, just go cav wedge. It's just better. So just keep that in mind if you're ever trapping out there. That's better. Where was I? Now I forgot where I was. Let's go King Shah, Sugar Maple, Cocoa, Veneer Knox. Did we go through this, guys? Oh yeah, this was the one where okay, never mind. This is where we are. Okay, and then the last one is actually a test. This was after the rallies had hit, so this is probably like almost an hour later. So let LH Matty, what's called full counter him on purpose. So again, LH Matty here, Emperor account, blah, 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 max stars. Well, he's not max levels though. Apparently BLGMY000, whatever the name is, I can't remember the name, has 1,001. So not quite as many levels, but and stars, I think, but pretty close anyway. So again, full countered him and did 6.4. So I'm not sure. Because this was infantry foul. So this was cav into infantry foul. A little bit different than what's called infantry into range wedge. Cav into infantry foul, does a little bit more damage, as you can see here. 1.3 million tier 5, though, in this rally. Or, yeah, tier 5, million tier 4. Did 5.3 mil. Oh, actually, more than that, because there was some infantry. What's called tier 4 actually got into that one, because there's. You can see the comp is a little bit smaller, though. So that might be another indication the comp is smaller, but still. 5.3 million plus that, so almost 5.4 million taken to the front line. 669k from the Pack 5 familiars. You can see what he sent there, just full cab blast, double 11k heroes, stuff like that. But yeah, that's quite a bit of damage. I would not want to take that on a normal rally trap, because this is full mythic champ rally trap, 11k heroes on the wall. A normal mythic rally trap is going to be taking even more, so don't get countered by LH Matty, if you guys are wondering. Especially don't be sending an infantry to his cab blast, because this did a lot of damage. I was not expecting this much damage, because you saw the other full counters, they're doing 3.5 million, even the other thing. So maybe just in range wedge, it just does better against counters. That's just kind of how it goes. So again, that was the last report, and I believe the next reports were from the next rally party, which actually that's not true. There's some more. I don't know what this one is from. Let's take a look at this one anyways. Let's just take a look. That did 862. Who is this guy? I don't know. So let's see what they sent anyways. It was range into infantry probably. Yeah, not very much. 244k to the front. The what's called comp is a little bit bigger, because again, you can just pull some stuff from the sanctuary from the rally party. There was a lot of tier 5 in that one. 1.4. No 11k heroes. So anyway, so again, I do have some more videos from some rally trapping on this account. Not all of them were not recorded, but unfortunately the rally parties will not. But again, when you're in the middle of taking rally parties, you're not really thinking about putting on your recorder. Obviously I am thinking about that. Now, I could be in the middle of a rally party and I'm gonna put my recorder on, or it didn't happen. That's just my thoughts. But normal people are thinking about taking rally parties. They're not thinking about recording it. So anyways, yeah, again, I might be piloting the account a little bit as well, if you guys are wondering. So I might have some clips coming out on that. You can see the heroes here, 11k heroes, army attack heroes, and some free-to-play heroes were actually recently put on the account just so you can do some baiting with them. So that was it. Not much artifacts done on the account. Not as much money was putting into the artifacts, if you guys are wondering. There is a bunch of these on here right now, so I should probably open those and actually use them. But again, we're not trying to put the artifact stars too high, because it does make the account look a little bit stronger. All the stuff usually on this account is really just hidden stuff, like you can't see the 11k heroes on the wall unless I give you the scout. Other than that, same with the gear, you can always hide the gear, but stars, you can't really hide stars, so those are just on the account and pretty obvious. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this. If you have any questions about the account, let me know in the comments down below. If there's anything else you want to see from this account, let me know as well. Other than that, hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next one.